I see myself as a DJ. I'm 100% a DJ. And I've never really thought about becoming a producer until the time that everyone was saying, you need to have a release, or otherwise you will be only playing in your city and you will never get out. And this is 20 years ago. We speak about the mid-90s. Then I started to buy a mixer, a sampler, a synthesizer, and spent the first money on studio gear, and slowly I got into it. But until today, I don't see myself as a producer. I always need someone, which in my case is backers. And without a producer, I could never complete. I know everything. I know to write, to arrange, to mic sounds, but I could never finish a song without a producer next to me. And what I feel is being a DJ. That's the only thing I know how to do. When I get on the decks, I get into my world, or whatever you can call it, and this is where I feel safe and confident. That's my thing. I'm a DJ. Yes. I think after the wall came down and techno started for me in the early 90s, I got to know a guy called Mike Eggert, who had a hit later, I believe, Calvin Rotain. And he taught me how to use turntables. And he was playing in the club Amnesia in Mönchengladbach, which is a city next to Düsseldorf. And he let me do his warm-up. So I was actually practicing DJing, mixing on turntables in a club because I had no money to buy them. And yeah, so it was a jump into cold water. But that first gig there, yeah, I think my first gig I had in that club in maybe 92, around there. I actually have been doing music all my life because I was born in a musician family. Just say it like this. Well, my father has been a musician in the 70s, and he has been playing bass and guitar in a band. And I grew up seeing my father leaving house with equipment, with his friends, coming back, missing out weekend with the family and coming back Sunday night. Later he retired from being a musician and he heritaged me all his gear. I got a bass guitar, I got an amplifier, I got speakers, and I had the whole things in my room. I didn't know how to play guitar, and I still don't know until today, but I knew how to use the amplifier and the speakers. And I was born in East Germany, so we had no access to buy music. No vinyl, no CDs. All we had was cassettes. They were fucking expensive, I remember. And I was sitting in front of the radio recording music. And that recorded music I used to play through the amplifier, loud. And then by the time of whatever, I think I was 13, 14 years old, when it became interesting to go out for disco. We organized disco in schools, school disco. And I was the one who was playing the music because I had the equipment. And so on. That was 25, 26 years ago maybe, yeah? Even more. Well, my worst experience this year was that I ended up being in jail in Japan because of some circumstances. I wasn't guilty, but people thought I was, so until I could prove I had nothing to do with this case, it took me 8 hours to leave the jail. Well, usually I'm not so into this whole, the rider needs to be like this and that, and I'm okay to pay my own dinner. But what is nice indeed is when you come to Japan, those guys, they really take you out to eat these yakiniku, whatever Japanese barbecue, table barbecues, when you sit there and then there's this fire on the table and they bring and then they hide the bill because better you don't see the price, right? So I think in Japan they do this quite nice, the whole artist treatment. Food is super interesting in Japan. And besides this, I play a lot in Brazil, in Argentina. I like meat. I think this is a good place for me to eat. But then I don't really care actually. I drink, oh my god, I'm an official DJ alcoholic. I drink vodka, I don't know why, but I end up drinking vodka and I drink in pure and I drink shots of vodka, and if not then I drink water, but that's the only thing I can handle. This Red Bull, whatever thing, no, so, and beer, you know, as a DJ you have no time to go to the toilet, so you can't drink beer, so I drink vodka. Silly, but it is. I like Berlin a lot. I like to be in Argentina because I have family there, and I like to be in Israel actually. It's a good thing, and then I can also say that I like the food in Israel too. No, and I like where the sun is shining because I'm very affine. I don't really like the winter, and I like t-shirts and flip-flops. And so wherever the sun is shining, I feel all right. So thanks for the interview. Now it's time to play some music. 1 hour, me in the mix. Bye bye. Doch gut. Tschüss. Passt nicht der Schlüssel. Scheiß Airbnb-Wohnung.